himself coming into a snake pit in this one. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will start this game off with the football. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's the handoff. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds space on the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Made a defender miss. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Smashes it between the... And with that, they... Seal on the scoring, it's 3-0.
You'll take that 1st drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that 1st drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Tulane's offense will try to get something going with their 1st possession. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Tulane right back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Hard running there. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Makes the grab on the left. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tulane. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Rides the back on the option to give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage.
It's picked off. That's number 10.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's caught. It's Virgil. Turning it on. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings him to within one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over UConn. He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Complete to start this drive. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Tulane right back to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, Dave.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Nice move. They keep running. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Here's a heave. Heaves it deep. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Booth. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
Number 16, on to kick it away.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Toss to the outside. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll try the right side. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tulane.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Not enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain, it's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Let's go! Back to pass on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way.
Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. The quick out. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Complete to the right. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Here we go. It's in the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. He splits the uprights. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And here comes the heat. And and they get him into 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Catch is made at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the...
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for growth. Second down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Green Wave. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Little touch pass to the receiver. He breaks a tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They go to the wide receiver screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. Still running at the 40. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground.
He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. This is a design run. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? From the shotgun, they'll run it.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's
fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The give to the lone running back. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can continue.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's got it. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
He's looking to pass. Here comes the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just keep slinging it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. To the air, it's Jennings. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the pummeling has started. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs flowing. You just can't do it better.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Over the middle, it's Virgil, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Out of bounds.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks play of the game right here. They want to run it left here. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. Well, this